Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, here with Oscar De La Hoya. Just a few days away from Ryan's date with Gervonta Davis, but the first thing of business that's been trending is the bet. Is it going to happen or not?
I have no idea. I'm totally out of it. Yeah. But look, it makes it exciting. I mean, imagine you're a fighter who you bet several $1 million. You're putting everything on the line. That's it makes it exciting actually, because you don't want to lose. And both guys, the fact that they're young, undefeated, the winner can be the face of boxing. But now this bet, it's high stakes.
What was your reaction to it at first? And do you think it's a good idea? Like, do you want to see it happen?
I mean, if that's what they did, then that's what you got to do. You know, if that's, you can't back out now. So I hope that it does happen. I hope that it does take place. I mean, for the sake of their integrity.
I was listening to some of the interviews that you did, and one thing that popped out to me was you feel that Team Tank is not confident. And you said, like, look, they put this in there, they put this in the fight. Like, that tells me that they're not confident. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, no, I would be asking questions to my team, like, wait, you had to put in a rehydration clause, you had to make him drain down. There's, for every pound you have to pay so much. Like, whoa, okay, wait, don't you believe in me? So it's questions that I would be as a fighter. Let him fight. Let him weigh whatever he wants to weigh. It's the fight game. So I don't know. It's just something to think about.
You were in a position a little bit similar when you fought Manny Pacquiao, where you couldn't rehydrate past a certain weight, and then you had to go into the fight. Looking at Ryan and comparing it to how you were during that week for the Pacquiao fight, how does he look to you, and do you feel it could affect him at all?
Well, it's different. I mean, it's different. I was older. I was at the end of my career. I was coming from 160 and went down to 142. So it's totally different. I was literally just hydrate. I mean, I was just out of it. The fact that Ryan Garcia is young, the fact that Ryan Garcia doesn't even go up in weight that much anyway. So it's like it's no big deal, but it's a question you have to ask yourself, like, why isn't my team, believing in me? Why do they have to put all these clauses in there? It's just a question you have to ask yourself.
I don't think I've ever asked this, but was that like the deal breaker for the fight? Like, if they didn't go through with rehydration, we wouldn't have had the fight?
There were a lot of points that could have broken the deal. I mean, this fight was dead in the water for a second, and luckily my personal lawyer, who was Steven Espinoza back in the day, working for Showtime, I was able to get him on the phone with my lawyer who worked with Steven 25 years ago, worked in the same firm, and so they were able to talk it out and deal with it. And when you're dealing with networks, when you're dealing with different promoters, there's a lot of detail that who's gonna come out first, who's gonna be announced first, who's gonna there's so many territories, pay-per-view territories, and so it's a big world, and we were able to put it together, and it took a long time, but it was well worth it, because this fight here is one of the biggest.
No, you're a natural southpaw. You converted to orthodox. Gervonta is a southpaw coming into this fight. Just you with your brain, like what do you see that Ryan has naturally that's going to be easy to kind of counter or land on Gervonta come Saturday night?
Yeah, well, nothing's going to be easy. That's for sure. Nothing's going to be easy. Both guys are talented. One is shorter, one is taller, one is longer. I'm not sure what power they might have, but there's a lot at stake. The fact that they're undefeated, the fact that they're young, the fact that they don't like each other, and they really want to beat each other up, it just calls for a good fight. Yeah.
And my last thing, I would think that we would see Floyd at the fight on Saturday. I know there's always kind of been a little bit of tension between you guys over the years because your rivalry and you guys fought. But do you think it'll be awkward if you see him? Like, if you do see him, what would you tell him?
Awkward? Why? I mean,
Well, I don't know, because you guys are always going back and forth. Like, he's always saying something. Like, you did the video, the little thing, like, hey, what are you talking about? You know, Ryan's just fans just on YouTube. Like, he's a real fighter.
Right. No, it's not awkward whatsoever. It's I'm not sure if he's going to be at the fight or not. But if he is, I mean, yeah, it's whatever. We were competitors at one point. You know, there seems to be that competitive,
Kind of still, right?
still, you know, brewing, whatever. But it's all good. We're two grown-ups now that you know, you let bygones be bygones, and but that competitiveness is always there, you know, and it should be. I mean, that's who we were. We're fighters, you know. We're always going to be fighters.
All right. Hey, Oscar, it's good seeing you as always. I know you got a line here of people. Good chatting with you.